Welcome to the Breadroom. I am your host, Mop. This is episode 2 of the Breadroom, my brand new series of newsiness. Now, I'm sure all of you are thinking, where was the Breadroom all this time? Anyways, top story tonight, or more like a month ago, really. As the few of you, that is, all of you, know, last month or so, I uploaded a video called Betrayal, where, during a UHC compensation match, where upon dying, 10 hearts gets equally distributed among your teammates. Anyways, during that match, one of my own teammates killed me. This breadstick heretic thus got my hearts along with the rest of my team. And yeah, I was a bit angry at that. But here's the thing. At first, he said that it was due to some kind of glitch that he was hitting a zombie and it somehow killed me, and because I was nice and up until that point he didn't really seem to be that jerk, I actually believed him, although I didn't know how it would work. So what I did was I thought, oh, I'll just upload this video and see what he has to say about that. Maybe we can find out what happened. But that didn't happen the way I thought. Basically, instead of me just finding out what that glitch was, a lot of people saw it. In fact, so many people saw it. It is my most viewed UHC video on my channel ever. And you know what? I couldn't be more impressed. The way you guys all rose up to defend me, even though I didn't think I needed your help, or even though I didn't need your help actually. That has proven to me one thing. You guys, you're the best mob I have ever seen. The way you verbally and maybe physically attacked this fiend, this germ, this mean. It really shown how I could use you as my very own bread mob, patent pending. Now, whenever I'm in a bread sticky situation, I'll just give you guys a call. Yeah, you do all the work for me, and we'll hopefully clean up the mess afterwards. But anyways, I was surprised about how it was viewed, and as I later found out, I realized that I was mistaken in trusting this guy, and turns out he just killed me because, oh jeez, I'm not even sure. I honestly, no one's ever done that to me. I mean, I don't understand someone. I understand someone not liking me, but someone going so far as to killing me, a teammate, that I was shocked at that. Shocked, I tells ya. So, and that's really why at first I was, giving him the benefit of the doubt. Of course, I was mistaken, and I feel quite silly for that. And although this guy was kind of a jerk then, and was being a jerk in the comments, I decide to give him another chance. Okay, we'll see what happens. We'll see if he can redeem himself. But unfortunately, to this guy who I'll call Game 1767. Oh, see, no one will know. I'm afraid that I will have to give you the Goose of Dishonor. Yes, the Goose of Dishonor is reserved for only the fiendish, the germy, beady little means out there. The ones who not only defy the ways of the breadstick, but are basically terrorists. They're bread terrorists. The worst of them all. So, right now, this guy, Game 1762? Yeah, no one will know. You now have the Goose of Dishonor. But fear not, you can get rid of it if you prove to all of us that you are indeed a true breadstickist. If you are a true follower of the breadstick, and if you are a true friend. That's gonna take a while. And I know it's gonna be hard not to attack him. But I'm willing to give him a chance, even though I'm giving him the Goose of Dishonor. And I hope all of you do too. I honestly really didn't. I really wasn't that angry at him. I was just really shocked and confused on why he did that. But thank you guys for being angry for me. Anyways, you know what? Once again, I really hope, I honestly think he learned his lesson. I mean, he has already been punished by the swift hand of justice, along with the swift kick of internet publicity. So, once again, let's move on. And what the? Did someone just come in? But who is this guy? Sir, you cannot be in here while I'm on the air. Excuse you. Actually, wait. You can be my special guest later. Yes, this strange guy, I don't know who he is. He just appeared. I have no idea who he is, but you know what? I will have him as the special guest. That is how I do. That's really how I invite special guests. They just barge in here while I'm recording, and I just say, hey, you could sit there. Anyways, he'll be back, whoever he is. Now, guys, get the camera back on. Yeah, thank you. Okay, any whistles? What the? Any whistles? Back to our next top story. WMC Season 10 has aired and is over. That's right. WMC Season 10, When Minors Choose. This was a teams of 3, and oh my god! Hold on, oh, hold on. Sorry about that. A bit of ruffians outside were just egging this studio. It apparently was due to the fact that I built the studio on top of an Indian cemetery. Old ancient, or what do they call it? Old ancient Indian burial grounds. I mean that would be just enough, right? But apparently they're also saying that it was also a site of an orphanage. Like, I'm emphasize on the word is. I tore down an orphanage and built a studio. Anyways, once again, back to WMC Season 10 when minors choose. Basically, there were teams of 3. And what we did was we wished for who we wanted to team with the most, and we were paired with them. The 2 people I actually picked more than 2 people. And the lovely and brilliant Fairy Juice basically combined all the lists and gave us the teams the way he saw fit. So my team was the Breadwinners, obviously, and I was with Neon Tiger, and for the first time ever, seriously, the first time ever, Bergasms. Now I know what you're thinking, but Mop, Bergasms has been in the community for a long time. Are you saying you never teamed with him in a recorded round? I'm not saying that, listeners or watchers. I'm saying that I've never teamed with him ever, recorded round or non. That's right. All this time I never teamed with Berg. I guess he just didn't really like me that much. I don't know why though. I really don't know why. Because I made him who he was. Now, you guys might not know this. Well, you guys might know that, yeah, I gave Dibs the nickname Dibs. I coined that nickname for him. But you probably didn't know that I gave Bergasms his name. And this is going to, and this will lead me to my new segment, Story Time with Mop. Okay. Here's the story of how I gave Bergasms his nickname. So there I was, just chilling out at my house, organizing my bread as I do every Tuesday mornings. And as I was dusting off a nice piece of sourdough, I heard a knock on the door. And so I thought, oh, okay, who could it be? I opened the door, and there was this guy with a green beanie on. He said, hello, mate. At that point, I realized he was Australian. Because, of course, Australians always talk like that. Now, I was confused why an Australian was all the way here in California. So I said, hello, sir. You are a long way from home. And he says, boy, am I. I wonder if you can help me, sir. I said, sure, I can help you. What do you need help with, Mr. Sorry, what's your name? And then this guy said, well, see, that's what I need help with. I don't have a bloody name. And then I thought, really? You look pretty old. How could you not have a name? And then he said, well, being an Australian, we take part in a ritual that on every 500th full moon, which is basically every 2 nights in Australia, we are given a name after we kill our first wallaby. Unfortunately, I never got to kill that wallaby. It got hit by a meteor. So I never got my name, and now my parents have died in a horrible dingo accident. So no one's there to name me, and I don't have a name, and I've just been wandering around trying to find the perfect guy to give me a perfect name. And that's where I came here. You seemed like a very important guy, and I would love to hear what name you could have for me. So then I thought, okay, well, I can't really think of a name right off the bat. So, hey, how about you come in, have some lunch. I'm sure you're tired. I'm sure you're exhausted after swimming the entire length of the Pacific Ocean just to get here. And he says, boy, am I. And so I invited him in, and I said, hey, want some bread for lunch? He says, that sounds good, but being an Australian, I need to have my daily share of meat. So then I said, okay, well, let's see. I guess I could put some meat on in the middle of bread, and I thought, oh, I'll just give you a hamburger. So I made him a hamburger. It was an ancient recipe passed down from myself to me, and I gave it to him. I said, here you go, sir. I hope you enjoy. And he said, okay. And he took a bite and he stopped. He said, this burger right here is the best bloody burger I've ever eaten. Ever. And I'm from Australia. We can make burgers. But this burger is the best burger I ever had. I'm like having a burgergasms right now. It's so good. So I thought, well, thank you very much. Then I thought again, wait, what was that you just said? That thing when you said you just had a, what? You said burgergasms. I thought, I thought, that sounds pretty catchy. So I said to him, you know what, burgergasms is quite a good name. I think we're onto something here. But you know what, it's too many syllables. I don't believe in syllables past 4. I don't believe in them. So I thought, how about we shorten it to burgasms? And then he said, burgasms. You know, that's a really good name. I'm going to be burgasms from now on. Thank you very much, sir. And I said, hey, you're welcome, burgasms. Anyways, I'm glad to have helped you out and given you lunch. And he said, oh, pleasure's all mine. Thank you so much. And then he was basically on top of the world. He was like, oh, you should have seen the smile. He just like pranced out of the door. But before he left, he said, hey, for giving me my new name, I'd like to give you a present. I see you are a collector of bread. And then I said, yes, I am an avid bread lover. And he says, well, I have a special kind of bread from Australia. Here you go. So he took out this. It was bread, but it had like icing and sprinkles on it. I said, is that bread? I never seen anything like it. He said, yep, this is what we call fairy bread. And I thought, oh, okay, that sounds cool. Well, thank you very much, sir. And so, and with that, he left. I put the fairy bread in my collection, where it still sits to this day. In fact, it actually helped me with something. In fact, there's actually another story about the fairy bread, but that's for another story time with Mop. Anyways, that is my story on how I gave him his name. Of course, Burgasms didn't spell burger right. Instead of doing B-U-R, he did B-E-R. But of course, I mean, he's an Australian. They're not really known for their spelling. But anyways, thanks for listening to Storytime with Mop. Now, back to WMC Season 10. All in all, it was fun. I actually sort of killed someone. I'm pretty sure, I'm positive I hit Pipiter. I did kill him, but I sort of knocked him off the treetops with an arrow. So you know what, I'm counting that as a W for me. One problem I have, here's my take on this. We had a boring perspective. We were just in the cave, just trying to find demons. It was just, I didn't really like that, because it happens all the time. I'm always caving until the last possible minute, and then I come up and I'm wrecked. That it always happens. You know, for once, I want to go in, get stuff, and get out in a very efficient manner, because that seems to be what everyone else is doing, and it seems like that's the way to go. So hopefully, even though we didn't do that this time, hopefully next season, season 11, which even I don't know the details yet, hopefully I'll be able to do that, especially if it's free for all. Then, oh boy. But anyways, that's it. I really don't have anything else to say about WMC season 10, other than that, although I had yet another boring perspective, it was still fun to finally team with Berg. Anyways, after the commercial break, is Dibs Craft too mainstream? The answer will shock you. The answer is yes, but there's a spider on it, and that's pretty scary. Also, we have a special guest. So we will be right back to the bread room. Are you hungry for food? Are you hungry for truth? Are you hungry for meaning in your short and pitiful existence that you call your life? Well, hunger no more. Buy and eat bread. 50% wheat, 50% truth, 100% fun. Eat bread now. I'm Mop and I approve this message. Welcome back, friends. I am your host, Mop. Now, we have a special guest. You saw him earlier. I actually don't really know who it is, but here he is, and it is...
What's up, guys? rsmalec here.
rsmalec? rsmalec?
Yes, of course. It was me the entire time, clearly.
But you look different.
I'm wearing my fancy suit today. Yes.
Okay. So, rsmalec, it's so great to see you here. What brings you to this abouts?
Well, I was looking into some map reviews that are going to be happening soon, and I noticed that the server was up, so yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, for those of you guys who do not know who rsmalec is, he is basically the guy we steal maps ideas from.
Yeah, pretty much. I noticed that you guys often play maps that I've been playing, which is, of course, the point. See, what I usually do, I play all of the maps, as many as I can, that come out on the forums, of course, and other locations, and I review them. I review them based on a specific score, a specific rating system. I give them points in different categories, and then I sum up the points, and win. So I've reviewed over 600 maps in this process.
That's a lot of maps.
Indeed it is.
Of course, the most notable one that you have played that we basically stole it after you was the first map I played with Cordy Up the Pie, I think you've seen it before.
Oh, yes, yes. Hugh Magnet introduced me to him some time ago.
Okay. Anyways, we have. That's where we got Enderbent from. That's where we got the idea to play Enderbent from you.
No,
And because
actually.
of that, look where I am now. In this big studio. The Breadroom.
Not entirely sure how to put this, but actually Cordy was the one that introduced Enderbent to me.
What?
Mm-hmm.
No, he
Yeah,
said
he
was...
found Enderbent directly from WMC. And then he suggested it to me, but I haven't reviewed it yet, even though I will review it at some point in the future, or else I am a terrible person and should die.
Okay, huh? I did not know that. Well then, looks like... Well, we stole a lot of other map ideas from you too.
Yeah, you totally did.
Like, all the good ones too.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever we need whenever me and Cordy need to play a map, we just look at your channel, see what you've done. We think, oh, there it is.
There hasn't been much of that lately.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Project.
You've been busy. Busy on what?
I am working on a custom map in Survival Minecraft. That is a sort of challenge, you see, to create a map in Survival Minecraft using only Survival Minecraft rules. Meaning no command blocks, no, creative mode, no flying around, spawning in things, no. You have to mine the materials to create the characters, and the story has to be in books, and all of that jazz. So it's very promising. It's called Color of Infinity, and it is about a movie.
Is the movie... Oh, let me guess. The movie is Inception.
No, it's actually a indie movie. It's sort of a B film that's being filmed on set.
Wait, a film... wait, is the film about bees, or is the film directed and acted by bees?
Both.
Wow.
And it takes place in the middle of the desert. And you are a cast member for that film. And you're going around and acting and stuff. And I don't want to spoil too much of it. And this is definitely not because I'm not entirely caught up on my own series in which I am building this map, which is on YouTube right now over at my channel, youtube.com/rsmalec.
Okay.
And, yeah. So that's what I'm doing there. And it's not just me. Got a bunch of other people joining in. Like, Adrian Brightmore, for instance, the filter maker. And I'm pretty sure there's some other people joining in that I can't remember off the top of my head.
No, you are quite a big deal.
Indeed.
It was great. It was great that Cordy and I got to play with you in the last bit of Code 3.
That was fun. I remember that you guys were at the same point that I was at, except you were stuck, so you were asking me for help. And then we realized we were at the same point. So we just merged the two saves together. That was a lot of fun. It
was really fun. I hope we do something like that again. So
I'm sure we will.
So I have reason to believe that you are actually writing a book. It Takes Ron to Know Ron by rsmalec. It is it's like your life story, I guess. From when you were first born to when you first started your YouTube channel to your maps and to the present.
Yeah, that is actually the case. And...
oh, is that the book right there?
Ah, it is indeed the book. I just finished it, in fact. Well, the first chapter. It's more of a preview than the actual book.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and it'll detail, my YouTube channel, my stay on the forum. I reviewed a lot of maps. I've really watched Minecraft maps develop as a forum over the years,
Yes.
Yes. Here you go.
Okay, oh boy, this is gonna be great.
Indeed. I spent literally hours on that.
It Takes Ron to Know Ron by rsmalec. Prologue. I was born at a very early age. The rest is highly confidential. The end. This is gonna be on the New York Times bestsellers.
What's up, guys? Master of How I hear.
No! rsmalec, stop that. I'm the real.
I'm just messing with you. I'm actually not.
What?
Sorry. It's a bunch of costumes I have left over from my, some costumes I have left over from my set over in, Color of Infinity. Yes, Color of Infinity.
Wait a minute, so that means I'm gonna be in Color of Infinity?
Well, that just means I have your head.
Oh, okay then.
I actually have a really good QWERTY costume if you want to see it.
Really? Let me see it.
Yeah, check it out. Looks just like him, right?
Wow! You even have that nameplate that says QWERTY of the Pie.
Yeah, it's a really good touch. I think it's definitely I think it's definitely going to be a winner.
Oh yeah. So that book of yours, it is absolutely breathtaking. May I just say that my favorite one, word number 3, I will admit I wept openly.
Personally, I think word number 3 is my favorite word as well. It really sort of leads into the book from the very start, you know? Like, it's where the action kicks in, you know?
Yeah. It also gives so much information. I never knew that you... I never knew that you went to, like, 7 colleges.
Yeah,
at the same time too. Jeez.
Yeah, that was a hectic schedule. Yeah, there's some stuff I had to do that, but I'm not allowed to talk about it. So yay!
Hooray! Anyways, so is that it? Do you wanna plug anything else? Do you wanna talk about anything else? Like maybe when we get to team up again.
Yes. We will hopefully be teaming up again shortly.
Hooray! Well, I hope to see you again one day, my friend.
Perhaps you will be able to play. What did I just? My map. Yes. Yes, that I don't get it. Okay.
That's my microphone. Stop.
I'll leave your microphone alone then.
Yes. Anyways, oh yeah. Also, don't even think about it.
What?
Don't look up whatever you do.
What, up there?
Yeah.
What's up there?
Just redstone. Nothing. You know what? Forget it.
Ooh, I wonder what's in here. Hey, look what I have.
How did you know that? This is the first time you've ever been here.
I know QWERTY very well. You know, we do, like, we occasionally even talk.
Talk? Jeez, tell me more about that. How you say you talk to him?
Oh, to QWERTY? Yes.
So how'd you do this talking?
Over it's a new chat program called Skype.
Okay, and I was more referring to how you do this thing called talking at all.
You're doing it right now, in fact. It's very easy.
What?
Yep, you were talking this whole time.
Oh my god. I need to sit down. I have to think about this. Well,
you can't really sit down there.
Well,
there's only one seat, and it's here, and I'm taking it.
Okay, rsmalec. Anyways, it was great seeing you here.
Yeah, great to be here on this show that I've definitely never been on before.
Yep. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. You can check out rsmalec's new book, It Takes Ron to Know Ron. It's gonna be in bookstores yesterday, and only yesterday. So sorry you missed it.
Yeah,
Get a time machine, dumbasses. Anyways, I am Mup. That is rsmalec. Thanks for coming here, and I will see you guys in the next Breadroom day.